on that topic, there's a post within the JP community saying how this is a bad time for NGS with set mindset, putting people down. Oh yeah, dude, I've been talking about that for forever, since day one of NGS. I've been talking about the whole online MMO RPG community right now. It's just in a very bad state. MMOs are in a very bad state because our society, specifically Western society, is in a very bad state. And of course, Western society, with how they are, kind of leaks over to other societies because they kind of force their views and force their opinions on everyone, you know. And it just the whole thing is a shit show right now. Our whole right now, it's a very hard state for MMOs to really exist, and especially new ones to actually get a grip and get a hold and begin to thrive. Very difficult for new ones too. Very difficult. And it's because of that mentality, the embracing of toxicity. Like, our society embraces toxicity. We damn near glorify it. We put it on a fucking pedestal. You know what I'm saying? It's and it creates MMOs used to be a place where you could come in and you pretty much wouldn't have the outside world, the shit of the outside world. You could come in here to an MMO, you could relax, you could enjoy yourself. People were respectful. People were just on to play the game, to have fun. That's why that's my years growing up in MMOs. All the years I spent on Final Fantasy 11, the early days of PSO on Dreamcast, on GameCube, and it's all those. That's how MMOs were. But it wasn't here until recently that it really got to this point where just the MMO community has just become just complete shit. And it creates for an environment that makes it impossible to grow, because you can't bring any new people, because new people come in and they immediately get locked out. They immediately get gatekept. They immediately get thrown into this environment that's toxic as shit. So a new person coming is going to be like, okay, well, this shit's toxic. Why the do I want to spend my time here? So that cuts out the new people from coming. And then there's pretty much only your older people there who stay in that same community. And then it's just the same cycle of shit spinning around, because you can't bring any new people. So then as a result, eventually it's just the same cycle of shit. And then that cycle of shit is just going to go down because you can't feed in any new stuff going on into there. And that's pretty much the state that we're in within MMOs right now. This is a cycle of shit in terms of the communities. just keeping it on it. But yeah, like I said, I've been talking about that for a long time, dude. It's clear as day to me, bro. It's always been clear as day. Why do you think all these MMOs that are being released, or all these MMOs that aren't being released? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Blue Protocol, for example, has gone into just darkness or whatnot? It's bro, you can't release games. Mind you, of course, that there's improvements and stuff that all these games could use, but it's just not worth it for a lot of companies nowadays to even release these products in the state of what our online scape is. It's just not worth it. It genuinely is not worth it, bro. If I were an executive of one of these companies, I would be very hesitant about releasing any MMO, especially to a Western audience right now. I would be very, very skeptical, and probably wouldn't, because it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do so right now with the state of how the scape is. So, but that's the world we live in right now, bro. That's the world we live in.
Spike2 content.